All right, so here today we are on stream recording this testing. This is early testing, just trying her out, seeing what she does in shooting range, putting up the teams together, and seeing what they're capable of. We got chat here. Obviously, I'll ask chat what their analysis on this early gameplay is. Obviously, this is testing a shooting range just to see what the character's capable of and some of the damage comparisons we get early on. So, if you're new to the channel, like and subscribe, helps out a ton. Let's see what the character is able to cook up, how the character does. We'll do some more deep dive testing afterwards to see what she basically does. So, hopping into it, we're testing obviously in a situational area where we're going against a fire weak content, obviously weak point fire, where these characters get more of a benefit. That's what we want to see. If you're asking, Gogo, where's your REI? Don't ask, because things happen. Don't watch the stream also. Just stay away from the stream. It'll make you cry, bawl your eyes out, and want to jump. So don't do it. Don't watch the stream. Very depressing. What happened? We don't talk about it. So we're going to load into bossing first, and then we'll load into regular stage content. Remember, these characters want to more so be in a content of bossing. That's where they get the better tier rating and such, just because of how their kits are per se situated. Also, they want to be in a boss where pierce damage is much more of an effect, right? But we're going to test. We're going to see how this goes. We're going to ask chat what their opinion is also. So we'll screenshot what chat thinks as of, again, right now, testing. Both characters require to be on fire team. They require more situational things in order to do something. So just keep that in mind. They're not like and all the best characters in the game. They're still situational, right? Every character that is like, you know, kind of designed for a content, they pop off in that content for that said reason. In this case, again, these characters pop off in what content? When they are the superior element, right? So again, always remember that situational this team is, yes. But together, we'll see if it solves Asuka's shortcomings and such. But it's fire team, right? If Alice is being situated on a different team and you're running this team separately, there's a lot of potential from it. She's still, I think, kind of. We'll also swap in, swap out, see how it goes. But I still think there's a lot of potential from this team, right? But yeah, we'll see exactly how we do here. But for the most part, hope your summons go well. Hopefully everybody pops off, has fun. For those waiting to see how Mary is, we suspect that Mary should be the better one because she can be used on any team with almost no restrictions. Just maybe one requirement here and there, which is very little compared to fire code, fire code, fire code. Has to have fire code allies. Has to go against fire code weak. Has to do that, right? Or fire code strong, right? So it's always different. But we'll see where we're at right now. 54 versus 38. I don't think REI has gotten her second burst. Modernia is so far out DPSing REI, but obviously when we OL lines and handle the character there, we can definitely see a bit of a difference. But we are currently ripping in here, so let burst end. Here we go. 72 versus 46. But again, I think REI is supporting heavily. Is that what REI is doing? A pretty solid supporter. So yeah. Damage over here as a strong element affects self, so she's giving herself that for 3 seconds. And again, OL lines, there's no Harmony Cube on here because of the testing we're kind of doing. All fire code allies get another 25% for 10 seconds. And then over here, fire code allies get another attack damage up by 48% for 10 seconds. And then she has a nuke of an ult, which I think PvP-wise, she should be good. A lot of people are coping that she's good PvP-wise, but yeah. Can you test REI without Asuka? We can try, yeah. I mean, if you're not pulling, like, if you're pulling just REI, I don't know if that's like the 100% best thing, but you could try, yeah. I mean, just for a fire code supporter, yeah. There we go. First going through. Again, we're 1 minute left on the gameplay here. 83 versus 68. So yeah, Modernia is popping. Gogo, did you get her? Don't ask that, he'll cry. We went through some ups and downs. We played our hearts out, but in the end, sometimes home field advantage just ain't it. You know what I mean? Take that how you will. Sum it up in your own way. That means I lost, for anybody wondering. I lost miserably. I died. If anything, that's the better way to say it.
Stepped on the oil.
Slip. Lost my summons. Cried my heart out. Cried my heart out. 124 versus 87 versus 99. So yeah, we can swap in. Would you swap in REI though? And for Modernia? Like REI's buffing 48% attack, dude. Jeez. I see. My condolences. I'm good now. I'm good. We're back at it. 20 seconds left of the gameplay, and then we're done. We'll see what the character popped off with, but regardless, if it's a solar raid content, if it's a fire weak, sorry, fire strong boss, I do think for the most part it's gonna be a solid team, but it's all situational, right? It's all situational, right? Same way with like Mast and 2B. I don't know why like we don't see that. Mast did the same thing. She needed something to be something, correct? It's always situational. That's how things work here. 141 versus 105 versus 120. So that's the damage comparison. She did, again, Asuka can compete with Modernia. She just doesn't compete with Alice. But I mean, to each their own. It's each different, correct? Alice requires so much to auto Alice versus manual Alice is far different. So if you're looking for just a manual character, I mean, she puts up the numbers, right? She always will. Again, Modernia didn't burst, obviously speaking. That's true, which is fine. But I do think for the most part, this is pretty solid. And again, remember also Crown Alice, they can all form their own team. So as a separate secondary fire team, I think that for the most part, it's not bad. And for future stuff, like remember, who knows how far they take this elemental thing? Like, oh, elemental, we gotta push that, right? So for the most part, I don't think she's bad. She's gonna be good. Like, would I say triple S for the sake of not getting jumped on? I would say she's still S to SS, right? You can't go below that. She's making a team, pushing the team, supporting the team, and also putting up her fair share of DPS. So she's doing all that, right? So for people that don't max Alice, for people that don't have Modernia, your Modernia is right here, in a way, right? In the context of DPSing, so there is that. Ups and downs, you had one up. Was that needed, dude? Hey, yo. But yeah, for the most part, that's what we got here. What we could do is, you want to do it this way and just see the testing here? Or you want to drop Asuka completely, chat? Would you want to test it with Asuka, without Asuka? What are we thinking? Do it this way. Just to see if you don't have Asuka. So we'll just leave Asuka on the edge here. And we'll just leave these two. So she bursts, she buffs her up, she damages. Just to see what she does. So Asuka will still be there because it's like Alice over here. But we'll just see what the comparison is. So we'll do it this way. So she's constantly in rotation doing the DPSing. And she's doing it that way. So let's see. Let's see. We'll do it in a minute 30 once we go through 6 burst rotations. So it's that way. But we'll still test on the Boston content. So yeah.
Can't get these clothes dirty.
They didn't make her a burst 2? Yeah, they made her a burst 3, but Mary's our burst 2. And that's kind of what they went for, but yeah. That's what they kind of went for. Let's see. Put Naga or Alice. We're doing it this way because, again, she's not bursting, so you're not really getting much from her. But we're still seeing the comparison. We'll do it at a minute 30, then test without if you want to do it that way. We'll swap in Naga instead of Modernia. Or sorry, instead of Asuka. Just to get that idea if you're going for her solo. So this is second burst rotation. Once this ends, we'll take a look to get a bit of an idea here. But we're in this content, which is... I thought I was putting on boss content, but no, I put on this content, which is fine. We'll just see it at least. It's 3 minutes of this, so we'll just see. Let this burst rotation. We'll stop it here. So she did 26, she did 34. But remember, isn't she a clearing ult? So technically, she does a lot more here. Yeah, she does a clearing ult. That's why she did 36. But yeah, with OL lines and everything, she should be pretty good. But she's more of a campaign clearer, if anything. So she might rate higher on campaign. Again, the damage wasn't insane. She didn't really hit crits there or anything much, but let's see. Yeah, Modernia can still clear like nobody's business. So once this burst cycle ends, we'll swap back into bossing. But yeah, again, she has a AOE ult, which is why people are saying PvP she's like really good in. All right, burst concluded. 50 versus 64. So there you go. That's what we kind of got here. And Asuka over there without bursting. Obviously, Asuka's losing her big benefits, but I'll swap Asuka off because we want to test without Asuka. So let's just put Naga on. Burst 2. Swap in Naga.
Teacher, what are we learning
and then go to
today?
bossing. Let's do it. Again, this is all fire weak. Or fire strong, right? Wind is the element here. So weak point fire. But yeah, chat. This is going to be used in the video. What do we think so far? What do you rate her out of 10? 1 being horrible, 10 being the best. What would you rate her? If you want my opinion, 7 or 8. She'll be good. 100%. There's no denying it. Her values and everything are really good. But is she a must pull? That's always situational. What do you consider endgame content? if you can't clear Indivilia, would you want her if you're not building Alice, if you're not doing that? It's all situational. In my opinion, just having the unit is always good, but MLBing is up to you. So give me a rating, chat. Give me a rating. Yeah, we all have a similar thinking here. 7 out of 10 strong unit, 7 out of 10, 7 out of 10. Dodge out of 10. That's wild. 7 or 8, 7, 7.5, 6, 8.5, 5 out of 10, 6. So there we go. That's the so far initial thought process. Very initial. Very initial. Which again, it isn't bad. We expect that. But let's see real quick where we're at. 52 versus 73. Okay. Yeah, if you're pulling for REI without Asuka, then run Alice, right? That'll be the team. Cause she's buffing a lot, but you saw Asuka's damage was nuts. Majourneya's damage was nuts. Have Alice in there. There's no need to run Naga. So just throw Alice in. So if you're not running Asuka, are we gonna have 3 burst 3s? Because anyways, you have CDR, you have Crown, you have that, or whoever your burst 2 is. So it depends, situational, obviously, but she is pretty solid. It's just it depends. Are you running that? If you're running Alice, you have Alice. So it all depends. But we'll let this round up, and then we'll kind of get our take here. Again, if you're running Indivilia, Crown, who are you running? That's the entire idea. But we shall see. We shall see. I think for the most part, we got a pretty good analysis here. If you're not running Asuka, you have to run Alice. In that case, Modernia, Asuka, REI, Alice. Those are your DPSs. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? 30 seconds left. We'll round it up. Let's see where we're at right now. 112, 149. Yeah. So you would want to run the 3 fires. Modernia doesn't even need to burst. She was doing so good because of ripping into core. So if you're testing it, that's it. Yeah. So I mean, again, you saw the kid on paper. It was hard to suck. But whether you consider it good or bad or a situation or not, she needs to be on fire week and everything. So yeah. If you're not running Asuka or like fire team, there's no reason to pull her. Correct? There's literally no reason to get her. So there you go, 133, 180. I personally think Asuka and REI need to be pulled together, but Alice could work. So that's my initial thought process. Obviously, with more testing, I could change that, but I mean, you really can't say that she sucks or anything. I mean, again, on paper, you see. So early testing, great supporter. On her own, she's gonna flounder. She needs a team. So you can draw that to who else is like that? Blanc and Noir solo are horrible. Can't say that about Naga Tia because Naga on her own doesn't need Tia, which is hilarious. But she's if you're looking for a good character for Anomaly and Deception, if you're looking for a character in the future, whenever we get a win boss and such, there's that. And if you're looking if they release more big content, maybe she's PvP oriented, and this new championship PvP we're getting is like the big thing that they're hyping up. Maybe that's what the new push is towards, right? So those are things that you can take a look into versus whatever, you know what I mean? So there is that. But yeah, that's my initial analysis. So let me know what you think. Let me know.